What's good, y'all? It's Jay Coffee Talk back again with another video for you guys. Got some more hip hop news for you guys. Now, I know you guys see what's going on here. We know 6ix9ine came home after cooperating with the government, putting away a bunch of members of Treyway. And, he came home. We saw him drop the Gooba video. And, he was back in the news. Like, it was silent at first when he came home. We just saw him a couple jokes here and there in people's comments about how he was a snitch. He was laughing it off, embracing it. But it was kind of quiet at first, you know what I mean? But as soon as Gooba dropped, he is trolling everyone, talking about how he's a legend, because he cooperated with the government, but was still able to do his thing in the rap game. This is the way he was breaking it down. And he told us a bunch of other people would have snitched themselves, etc. And he was back in the news, back to using the internet to his advantage, like we seen him do his first go around. But then things got kind of quiet, right? Things been kind of quiet with 6ix9ine in the news. You know what I mean? He was back to being all up in the headlines. It got real quiet. Well, here we go again. As I know everyone's, seeing what's going on here. He posted up him and Akon in the studio working on a remix to Locked Up. And, I mean, these guys know what they're doing. You know what I mean? 6ix9ine probably him and Akon probably been working on this. You know what I mean? Because, like, this whole plan here. Because we saw when 6ix9ine was still locked up, Akon was one of the people, there was a couple people that I don't want to say like spoke really up in 6ix9ine's favor, like, yo, that's my man. But I'm saying 6ix9ine or Akon did a little interview where he said you can't blame 6ix9ine for snitching. You know what I mean? Like, he was one of the people that kind of was speaking in 6ix9ine's favor. And, this is just crazy. They took over the news again. And it's wild, you know what I mean? What do you guys think? Like, on their part, are you surprised to see Akon get involved with this? You know what I mean? But these dudes, it's obvious, have a relationship, though. Like I just said, he spoke up for 6ix9ine while 6ix9ine was locked up. Said you can't blame him for snitching. Then we seen, he was the first one to to rock with him. They did the little versus battle or whatever. And, that was the question, was who was really going to work with 6ix9ine within the hip hop community? Who was going to be, the first one to flat out do a track, like collaborate with them? And now we see it's Akon. Like, this is his little homie, I guess. You know what I mean? Maybe Akon's going to pick up where 50 Cent left off last time around. Now, as I stated, it's kind of a good idea, the way they're doing this as far as trolling everyone. That's going to get everyone's attention. And that's what 6ix9ine really wants anyways. The fact that they chose to do the Locked Up remix, with 6ix9ine being, a certified snitch, a federal informant, and you put him on a track about being locked up. Like, it's just going to be so controversial. Everyone's going to talk about it, like what we see is going on right now. So, hey, I mean, I guess these guys know what they're doing. You know what I mean? But what do y'all think of this, man? We're seeing a lot of people up in arms. They're saying, yo, you ruined a classic song. Styles P is going to be hot about this, how you disrespect Styles like this, etc. I don't know. It is what it is. But honestly, Styles P is in a much different space nowadays. We know back in the day, Styles P didn't play around. He was one of the rappers how we talk about all the time with a lot of rappers. It's just really image when it comes to, being tough or being in the streets, or being, official. Like, we'll get busy. We know Styles P has been, sued and done bids for gun charges, stabbings, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? But nowadays, we know Styles P is more about promoting that vegan lifestyle. They got him and Kiss, and they got that juice bar or whatever it is that they're pushing. They're trying to promote health. Health is wealth, and trying to get everyone, to be more conscious of what they put in their body. Styles P, you'll see, I got these tweets here that he threw up. He said, "My job is to remind you to boost the immune system and not get distracted by minor things. I will always consider Akon a brother, but we have not spoke or seen each other in years. I don't know 6ix9ine, meaning all three of our paths are different. I live by my code and don't hold others to my code." Then he said, "To make this even simpler for you wondering how I feel about the song, I honestly don't give a F. The fact that this is even a topic to discuss with all the racial tension and pandemic makes me want to focus and harder on reminding y'all to stay golden and boost the immune." And then one more tweet, he said, "My job is to remind you to pay attention to things that will bring you health and peace. Anything other than that is null and void." So, you know what I mean? We see Styles is just on a whole nother time these days. He's telling people, this ain't real news. Worry about your health and, pay attention to other things that are going on rather than Tekashi 6ix9ine. But man, so tapping in the comments with your guys' thoughts on all this. Anyone new to the channel, that's what we do over here. We discuss the news, but it's all about hearing your guys take an opinion. So tapping in them comments, let me know your thoughts. But I got to tell you, I was honestly quite surprised by this. I mean, now, like when I was just breaking it down, how I was just, explaining there's a connection between 6ix9ine and Akon. Of course, this makes sense that these guys did this. And, whether you like them or hate them, like I said, it's a good plan. 6ix9ine on a song about jail when he's a snitch, etc. Of course, it's going to get all kinds of clicks. No question. But when I seen this, I was just, I was shocked. It was like, what's the deal with Akon, man? Is he hurting? I don't know. I remember, early on in Akon's career, I always rock with his music. His first album was a banger. But over the years, I know he's been involved in other stuff. I believe he was involved in like cryptocurrency and stuff like that. But I don't know if he just wants to have a resurgence in his career. He wants more attention. If he truly likes 6ix9ine, I don't know what the deal is. You know what I mean? But when I saw this, I was like, wow, you know what I mean? And plus, as I was saying, things got kind of quiet for 6ix9ine, and 6ix9ine always wants all the attention on him. You know what I mean? After that Gooba attention and that Instagram Live where he talked about snitching and everything, after that faded away and there was a lot of other things going on in the news, 6ix9ine was like, nah, man, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they planned on this and were working on this, but it was down the road, and 6ix9ine said, nah, we got to get this out now. You know what I mean? You see, also, he really wanted everyone's attention. Look at the man's hair. You know what I'm saying? It's looking all crazy. When he first came home, he had, he didn't even really have the colorful hair like that anymore. Now we got the hair all dyed up, pressed out like, I don't know, kind of looking like a female a little bit, y'all. Don't y'all agree? And, they put this thing out. They knew exactly what they were doing. But I got to know, who's going to go listen to this song? Who's not going to listen to this song? What do you guys think about it? What do you think about what Styles P was just saying? Thinking back also, I remember hearing something some years back that Akon, I don't want to say he was lying about doing time, but there was word. Get in the comments, any of those, anyone out there, any of you guys who, know more about this. But word always was Akon was fabricating his criminal past a little bit more, that he didn't exactly do a bid like he claimed in that song. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing it out there. I didn't even really care to look it up. You know what I mean? I just was shocked by all this, But hey, 6ix9ine gets his wish, all back up in the news. Akon, you know what I mean? Gonna bring all kinds of new publicity and attention back to his career. Let's not forget too, Akon brought out Lady Gaga. Like, he was the one to put on Lady Gaga and stuff like that. So we know, you know what I mean? Akon is will do, things outside of the box when it comes to hip hop that might not be so traditional. You know what I mean? He's not opposed to, doing things a little different than maybe what people are used to. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, before I close this thing out, I was kind of a little surprised by this, to see 6ix9ine diss Meek Mill. You know, I have a previous video up where I was, speaking about how there was a theory going around with that Rock Nation hat in the 6ix9ine Gooba video, and we saw the way him and Meek Mill were going at each other, that maybe 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying, had some kind of management deal with Rock Nation. And I feel like I just seen Dame Dash saying something the other day to Jay-Z to stop working with 6ix9ine or stop dealing with 6ix9ine. Let me know if any of you guys caught that as well, if you saw that as well. But yeah, he calls out. So the fact now, though, we see him calling out Meek Mill, saying, yo, if you're so revolutionary or whatever. He called him a fake MLK. Why weren't you outside like Kanye West was? So I don't know, you know what I mean? That's kind of a wild thing to say with what's going on in the country. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised. But I mean, with 6ix9ine, you can never really be surprised of anything. But it's just wild. I know Meek Mill can't take too kindly to that. But, if the locked up thing didn't get the people's attention, the trolling with Meek Mill definitely would, So here we go again. Judging from this, I wouldn't be surprised if 6ix9ine and Akon now too, probably has all kinds of tricks rolled up their sleeve, to get the people's attention. Probably all kind of publicity stunts and everything for probably the next 6 months. They probably got a whole campaign lined up. You know what I mean? I would not be surprised. That's what we learned about 6ix9ine. This guy's all about trolling. He's all about the effery and having the attention on him. He knows how to make the internet work for him. We just saw Billy Otto and them and Seiko Billy in their interview saying all the crazy stuff with Chief Keef and all that. Like, why does 6ix9ine do all that? Because he always got to be trolling. So we've learned that about him. We see what's going on now. We see he's got a new friend in Akon. Who knows what the future holds, But that's all I got, guys. Tapping in them comments. Let me know your thoughts on everything that I touched on. Make sure to sub to the channel. Hit that notification bell. I blog music, sports, news, current events, life, and much more. I always want to hear from the people. It's J Coffee Talk signing out. Let's discuss this in the comments. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hit that bell. Hit that sub. I'm out. Peace.